Hello again everyone, Nathan and Montana here. We're just going to discuss some of the mistakes that I've personally made in the animal behaviour world and what I used to think was correct with all dogs. Basically, that German Shepherd there and that little dog there, as a result of my mistakes, both of them ended up being killed. The little dog Nuka, she was injured due to playing with a big dog unsupervised. Now, there were a couple of big dogs. There was no holds when she was found. There was no injuries or anything apart from an extreme amount of slobber all over her body. And basically, the vet said that she died from overexhaustion, overactivity, too much pressure, too much stress. Leaving a Maltese and German Shepherds together, they'd been together for hundreds of times, visiting and friends, and I let a room out to the friend of mine who owns these dogs ages ago, and it was just never an issue. So that was my mistake. The big German Shepherd she was a rescue dog, and I took her in as a result of being extremely aggressive in an adoption kennel at the RSPCA to prevent her from biting and attacking other people. She was living with me at the time of the attack, and that dog, unfortunately, the little one being put down. I was then led to believe I left them all the dogs alone, and not alone with the little dog again, but left them all, and then continuing to slowly look at putting dogs together and checking which ones and watching their body language. Well, they all seemed pretty good. Then when they were outside, it was actually Montana laying down just there, as you've all met him many times, and Sachem out the back. And I'd previously been working with Montana in teaching him to interact a lot more with puppies and be a bit more of a mothering figure with puppies. There's me asleep with little LD. Not the best picture. But so basically he'd learnt to be a bit more interactive, a bit more over the top and everything else at the same time. The little dog in question there, the one on the couch, he was then also not mauled in regards to leaving holes, but also mauled like the other little dog and severely traumatised. He pulled through. He's a little warrior dog, LD. Yeah, so that was once again my fault. I had a chat and several discussions and had that German Shepherd, the other one, assessed for behaviour from everyone. Well, I'm the only person who takes aggressive ones, so if they get to me, they've already failed every assessment, but I just sort of had to make sure she failed every assessment. But that wasn't because of her behaviour, that was because of me just thinking that Montana, the dog playing tug-of-war and teaching so many other dogs, couldn't do something wrong, him. Now, he didn't hurt it, and he didn't want to kill her, but my mistake, my inability to be able to understand that dogs basically are dogs. Putting trust in a dog with leaving it with your child or anything else, regardless, anything under 12. Yes, we've all had brothers or sisters or family members and people who've left kids with dogs unattended. And we all know of dogs who are great, like the one we're looking at there, and would never do anything. Accidents happen. So that was my mistake, and it led to their both of those dogs' deaths. And there's only ever been one other dog that I've had to euthanize, unfortunately. Very charming Miss Penelope. As a result of not being able to fix its behaviour in time. And that wasn't from the dog or doing anything else. That was from me having to move and leaving different locations and things like that. And that other little dog, I'll just get to come up right now. His name was Terence. He was seen to be aggressive, learning to live with all of these animals and things in the same place. There's another little foster one. He's come back looking for, after his mum's had a pretty hard time. That's a terrible photo of me after work back in the day. But this little dog Terence, basically, well, there's Miss Penelope being so-called aggressive This other little dog was meant to be aggressive towards dogs. Looks like she's doing that now. They're just playing. Dogs need to play. They don't give adequate opportunity for assessments to really take them out of their environment. Have a look at the whole picture of what they're doing. So that other little dog, Terence, nothing wrong with him, but when you see these photographs, you'll see high tail position, basically interacting. There's Miss Penny doing her job again. There's another little one. I was asleep then. Brody paying off some of his puppy credit card. That's another German Shepherd called Pequot. There's Montana. So this is what we do, and some of the mistakes, and yes, there has been one or two that have passed away. 3 as a total, as a result of not being able to fix them. 1 as a result of no time. 1, my stuff up, my misreading the situation, putting too much previous knowledge, not looking at what was actually happening into it, and the other one was the death as a result. So just thought you might like to see some of the photos and the things that we do. A lot of my friends have taken and fostered these dogs and other ones similar to it. There's been about 200 give or take in through the houses over the years. My good friends help. There's Terence there playing with Penny. A lot of the dogs that I get fostered out by friends and that I then utilise to rehabilitate the other one. See the little terrier dog's tail straight up in the air. That's the caution. Don't go near it. And again, up and curled. Not quite as cautious. The other one's neutral. Brody doing his normal hyperactive thing. Terence there. He couldn't be near other dogs. That's why he failed for being dog aggressive. So this is what we need to fix. Not only my mistakes, other people's mistakes. He was a good little boy. The reason why I had to euthanize him was because we didn't have space at the new house, considering all the other ones. This is just when we were moving out. I only had him for a little while. So everything is fixable. Anyone who says it's not just hasn't had the opportunity to see it yet. Those who say it can't be done shouldn't interrupt the people who are doing it. So yeah, this is some of my mistakes and things I've done wrong over the years. Hopefully learnt from them. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon again. Take care. Goodbye. Rest in peace, puppies. I'm sorry.